What is up, y'all? It's Reap2Sow back with another Sunday structure video. As you guys know or do not know, this is our recap of our previous week going into our new week. And then we have our news. We go over our news. We have upcoming for news. And then we also go over marking up our charts somewhat for the upcoming week and give our analysis of what direction we're going from what we see with price action. So let's jump straight into what we got going on. Also, subscribe to the channel. Just tune in. Big things is coming for this channel. In a sense, we want to make this a brand. We want to make this a business, and we want to make this a full-time career at the end of the day. So if you're with me now, you're getting the before we excel through the business. You get what I'm saying? So as we go on and on throughout this journey, I will be bringing you on this journey. And as you guys seen so far, just a quick recap. So we have had, after we trade each day, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have a aftermath of why we got in the trade or what happened during that trade. And that's why last week all you see is these type of thumbnails. Is because these are aftermath thumbnails. It's just the chart itself. And that's when we go over the previous trades. But because we didn't get on our live session, which will really have live session on it like this, we didn't have any time to get our live session. We just traded what we were seeing in that moment of the day. We didn't really have time to get on a physical recording session to record ourselves, so we just had our aftermaths only. Really didn't come out this week in profit, but we definitely saved a lot of chances of us losing money. And also, we should have secured more than we came out with in a sense. But we'll go over that in a couple seconds. But we definitely want to make sure that we're on gear to where we gotta go, and definitely documenting this journey at this point. So it's Sunday structure. Let's get into the first step. Is going over our previous trades. So on Tuesday we took no trades, and this is exactly why I could go over, or not could go over in depth, totally in depth, but enough to understand everything in a sense of, okay, this is why we didn't get in the trade. So we had a new high that was created on Monday. Price then came back, made a higher low. As you can see, this is Tuesday. And then after that, we said it made a new higher high. The only way for us to get in was during above this level. And it came above that level, but not during our session. So that's why we didn't choose gold. So all we're doing is waiting for a high or low be created, and we just follow that direction if it comes above the area broke out or below the area broke out from. So we were obviously going for buys, and this was here. I just logged on this computer, honestly. I haven't seen this computer since Thursday. It's been charging and sitting there. It's been doing its thing, but, or even the charts itself. I haven't really looked at the charts. Just want to get away and digest what happened and move on. So within that, price making a higher high, coming back below, not breaking this last previous higher low, because that's how we know we're in a full uptrend or higher time frames. If that higher low doesn't break, that means it's very strong. I mean, yeah, it's very strong for bullish momentum. I don't want to say very strong, but it has a higher capability, and you're trading with the trend, so it helps solidify any moves you're making. But this was out of session, so it's okay. Going back to 1 hour, we see that price has started to that's why we haven't gotten into gold. That's why we haven't gotten into a trade on Tuesday, and then Tuesday was trash on gold as well. As you can see here, they was just in the range between price making a higher high, and then we came down. We could have played it back up, but still wouldn't. We would have targeted this level up here, and still wouldn't have reached that area. So we just left it alone at that point. Didn't feel like we needed to force anything. Let's continue on within our day. Within our day. Our next day is definitely Wednesday. That's the one day we did take a trade. It was this hold on. Give me 1 second. Pretty sure that was gold. Pretty sure it was gold that kicked us out off the buys. You used to journal down the This is the big drop. This is not the drop. You used to journal down the. Okay. All right. Cool. So this is what we have at 8:30. Yeah, we should journal down the trades that we took in a sense, but YouTube, in a sense, we could just always watch it and go get the real in time how we felt, how we were looking at it. But it definitely looks like we took Nas. It only looks like we only talking about that. Yeah, I think we only took Nas that day. I think we were right. Oh, we said gold. Never mind. We said gold. We took on. Anyway, I think it was pretty much Nas because I'm pretty sure this kicked us out when we were looking for buys. But it's level on the 15. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the trade that we took on Nas. But anyway, we really went no trade. I have that in our in our journal, of course. No trade on Tuesday. We lost a reasonable amount on Wednesday, normal risk amount, honestly. And then you have Thursday where we pretty much put ourselves in the same position by break even, and that was gold. So I'm pretty sure that Wednesday was Nas, and as we just picked the wrong direction. So going into Thursday, going into Thursday, we had this play where we saw downtrend momentum on the higher time frames. And it wasn't only that, we had price break one of the levels during an uptrend to the left of us. Did we just freeze? Acting a little slow. Hold on, guys. Okay. Definitely Thursday. All right. So in the higher time frames, it was showing sells as this area over here was the area that price was pushing up of, up off of, and we thought price was gonna break below this area, and even reject this area up here since it did previously to our pre-market, and we thought it was gonna continue going down to this level right here that we never retested. As you see, price just broke up out of this area and kept going up. That's exactly well. That's exactly what we were looking for. Price to just sell off this area. It sold somewhat. Basically gave us a 1-to-1, and we didn't feel satisfied with that. We just want the full 1-to-2, if anything. Really wanted 1-to-3. Really wanted. Honestly, out of everything we wanted, we just wanted 30 points from Nas. That's simply all we wanted from Nas, but it failed to do so. We were in profit. We looked back at the phone and we saw we damn near came back to entry. So we was like, okay, we might as well just put price. And this, mind you, this is talking about after 12 p.m. We don't like being in trades at all at 12 p.m. And price keeps, look, it's moving in this direction right here. Stagnant in that direction down there. We see price fighting and push back down. As you can see, we ended up going up regardless. Not by a lot, but still moving in a direction. So that's pretty much how our Thursday trade went. Here's what it is. You move on. I thought even. I think break even is definitely a safe spot. We definitely should take the money out on the table for that 1-1. But we live and we learn, and eventually, not eventually, we have to start, making sure that we execute these way better. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all our trades that we had going on during the week. I was really just thinking about just marking this all the way up again. But anyway, our next step is going over our news that we have upcoming for the week, and that's some of the things that we need to pay attention to a lot more because we're coming into the fourth quarter. a lot of impulsive decisions are going to be made from the top, whether it's a president or other Fed decisions or laws, whatever situation is. A lot of things getting crunched, numbers getting crunched, or people it's all over the place anyway. But truthfully, going into news, let's see if we have let's see what we have here for Tuesday. Looks like we got USD news. Not too much though, as you can see, there's no really red or yellow folders. Oh yeah, red and orange folders. A lot of yellow though. We have a yellow around here at 6 a.m. Oh, we do have red and yellow. Red and orange at 10 a.m. Jobs openings at 5 a.m. And then we have Chicago PMI at 9:45 a.m. And we have USD news at 9 a.m. So definitely somewhat some news, sort of news. We have sort of some news basically. Going to Wednesday, we have some news at 8:15. ADP non-farm employment change, and I think we're going into a new month. So NFP is gonna come. I don't know if it's at the end of this week or the next week. So let's check that right now in the calendar. Friday. Yep. So this week is NFP. So we'll see how volatile the market is and what direction it's gonna go. Definitely want to make money before Thursday. So that's the goal. The news that we're seeing so far. So this is the two. We're active on Wednesday. That's what I'm gonna say. October 1st, we're active on Wednesday. We got red folders, yellow folders, orange folders all throughout the day. Where that's going from 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. So we'll leave it just how it is on Wednesday. It's no choice. And same goes to Thursday. It's gonna be a packed. It's not a lot of red folders, but it's like enough. Yeah, definitely. That's pretty much for news. Let's go into the better part of the session. That is marking up the charts, and then we only do this on higher time frames. I'm going to delete all other indicators. I'm sorry, drawings that we have on here if it lets us, because we are a little laggy. Let's see. This looks like a nice sell right here. Yeah, let's delete all these drawings off of gold what we have right here. Boom. So I'm really going off the last 3-4 sessions. Seeing price make these highs, kind of could have kept the same structure, but let's have a brand new idea about this. So price made a new high at this level. And then sold down to this level. Yeah, price bought at this level, made a high, sold down to this level, stagnated, and then came back down to go back up. And it comes down, so it's strong, supposed to be right here. Yeah. So marking up that is fine. It's whatever. We want a new high anyway. But we already see price came back below. We tested this area and it kept going up. So on Friday, it definitely made this move to go to the upside. So this is one of the areas I was looking at. It came down. Price came down here, came back above, and came back and started piling itself up basically. Okay. It's neat so far. Oh. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm seeing for gold so far. I was gonna look for this area down here, but we're bouncing off these levels and it's going up. So we've been holding it, and I think it's gonna continue doing the same thing. Um, yeah, we just move on from here. We'll see what price does. Opening up on Monday, going into Tuesday, but you see prices coming back up to that level. We want to see a new high. This is a high over here. It's a higher high. So price made a higher high at this level, came down, bounced off this level, came back up, came all the way down, came up, came down, came up, came down, shot up, boom. So you kind of see this little W being built here, and we'll see from here how we gonna move. How we gonna move? But we definitely see bearish below this level. We came here once. We never came back and retested like fully. Came above that level and came back below. But we did touch that level and come back down, but not all the way down to this. Well, kind of did the wick, but we'll see what happens. I think right now though, on a higher time frame, when we looking at gold, look at this. It definitely looks like. Hold on. Oh yeah, it definitely looks like it could definitely sell. But guess what? For our time frame, this will have to a new high. Yeah, this would definitely be the move going up. It probably did hit this little wick. Yeah. Yeah. Just looking at different time frames, seeing what time frames it work, but we're gonna stay with what we have here so far, and we'll see what the market's gonna do for us tomorrow. Tomorrow set us up for the rest of the week. That's for gold, but I definitely see that this could potentially be bearish if it closes below this level and we sold back down. Because like I said, we do need to retest this area down here that we never retested. So this is a target level that we are looking for if it does sell. Instead of buying it, because I can imagine how clingy somewhere would get to it. Anyway, that's what we have for gold, and we'll see how price moves. Honestly, obviously, we know we're bullish. We just know that in due time, a sell is gonna come. Simple. That's the best way to put it. Anyway, the gold is done marking up. We marked up the last higher high, our lows, and these areas of support and resistance where you see price bouncing off the most, or underneath or above levels that either need more confirmation or close above to buy or close below to sell. So we'll leave gold alone. We'll see what it does. Kind of been probably gonna stagnate a little bit, but we'll see what happens. It is NFP we could go into, so a lot of impulsive nature, and decision will be made. So going into going into Nas now, we're just gonna stay on the same time frame, and we're just gonna mark up the last. Like I said, mark up the last few. We'll do 4 because this is the new high we have here. So new high got built around this level. It's about 4 or 5 days ago. My fault. All right. My fault. I'll be zoning out, just trying to look at the total view of price action. But we do have a high up this level. We see price has tried multiple times to get above this level, has failed to do so. Price then goes to make a low right away. So this high over here, really, and then it sells right away. And now you get this kind of downtrend. Downtrend vibe. So I'll mark up these levels down here. Oh shoot. Delete that line. You see a downtrend. It all started from this level right here. Price broke this level down here. What is this, Wednesday? Yep, it broke that level on Wednesday. And we haven't been, well, we came back a little bit, but I don't know how strong the buy is going to be. But it is what it is at that point. So we'll see what happens. But this is our markup for this downtrend that we're seeing. Price is constantly going down. Made a higher high, then it made a lower high, and then made a lower low. I mean a low, and then made a lower high, and then made a lower low, and then a lower high, and then a lower low. Pretty much, so. Okay. So. See what happens here. Okay, so we got this level down here. Price came down, broke below, came back above, and sold back again. So we have another level of support down at this level, all the way down here. The way price is moving, I don't think we'll get down there, but we'll see exactly what happens. We also have this. Oh shoot. The heck. Alright, I don't know why it's not letting us delete that. Alright, cool. I just want to put down this one line. That's cool. Come on. I could definitely see price continue down until we break this level up here. A breakage above this level is show definitely buys above this level. But selling below here is strong. Sell it below here is strong. Sell it below here. You gotta buy it land over here. Yeah, basically. But anyway, that's pretty much how our aftermath is going. And it's about to conclude, but we see that price is constantly moving. We just have to wait for that on Monday to see our results of it. But this is us marking up our charts for the upcoming week. This is the last part of our Sunday structure video. Thank you guys for giving me the patience and benefit of the doubt to deliver this nice video to you guys and show you guys what I'm working on in a sense of trading. So I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. It's gonna be on Tuesday. So we weren't able to get on our sessions this week, but we were able to do the aftermath. But this week we'll be doing our videos, our pre-recorded session, live trading, and then we'll do a yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it though. We got a full-fledged idea about how the market could be this week, but Definitely see more bias on the sells for Nas if we reject this level up here compared to gold. So gold bias on Nas. Yeah. Alright, we'll change the color scheme later, but definitely want to end this stream, this Sunday structure, and let's get back to our regular schedule program with our trading for sure. So I'll see you guys on our Tuesday session. I was just taking our time to really just look at the markets, understand things from a different perspective, and we might have to look on the 4 hour eventually, see how price would be moving, but we definitely could see price selling on Nas and buying on gold. So we'll see from that. It is the fourth quarter, by the way. So all right, I'll see you guys later. Peace. It's Reap2Sow.